Couch Casual, where casuals like me give casual takes on everything football and basketball and more. Today is another continuation of our free agency prediction series, and we have the O lineman edition, the big fellas. Now, I decided to combine all O linemen here today, so this might be a bit of a longer one. And just a pre-warning, I don't know much about O linemen in terms of how good some are, what teams need, but I tried my best. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the tackles. The first tackle we have is Mekhi Becton, former Jets tackle. I have him going to the Patriots. They need tackle help, and I don't think he's the right fit in New York. Then we have Jermaine Illuminor going from the Raiders to the Cowboys. This could be some foreshadowing if you know free agent linemen and you know what could be coming up. Then we have Donovan Smith, Chiefs tackle. I have him going to the Jets. So the Jets replace Mekhi Becton with a bit of a more veteran guy in Donovan Smith. Give Aaron Rodgers some form of O-line despite losing Mekhi Becton. Then we have Jonah Williams from the Bengals. I have him going to Pittsburgh. Give whoever they throw in at quarterback, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Kenny Pickett, whoever it is, give them a good tackle. Then we have two former Patriots, Trent Brown and Mike Onwenu. Mike Onwenu is a guard or a tackle. I haven't listed a tackle here, but you can say what you want. I have Trent Brown going to the Bengals to replace Jonah Williams, and I have Mike Onwenu going to the Raiders to replace Jermaine Illuminor. So the Patriots get Mekhi Becton, and they lose Onwenu and Brown. And then the big name at tackle, Tyron Smith, Cowboys legend. I have him leaving. I mentioned earlier Jermaine Illuminor heading to the Cowboys, and that meant something for someone else, and that someone else is Tyron Smith. And as much as this pains me, I have him going to the Chiefs. If Tyron Smith ends up on the Chiefs alongside Mike Evans, it could be trouble. And I also had Ezekiel Elliott going to the Chiefs, so get some familiarity with Tyron Smith and Zeke. Maybe Zeke goes to the Chiefs and he can recruit his guy Tyron Smith over there. So that's it for the tackles. Again, a lot of just cycling and shuffling around. Then we move to the guards. At first guard we have is Ezra Cleveland. Now I really like Ezra Cleveland. He's a younger guard, so he's gonna ask for a lot of money. He's gonna get paid. So I have him leaving Jacksonville and going to the Commanders. We all know the Commanders have a ton of money. I have him giving Noah Fant a big deal. Have him giving Gabe Davis a big deal. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not a big deal really. But they keep on spending. And they bring in Ezra Cleveland in that guard to shore up that rookie that I think they're going to draft. And then next up we have is Jonah Jackson, former Lions guard. I have him heading to the Buccaneers. They could use some guard depth. That's all there is for Jonah Jackson, essentially. Then I have Dalton Risner, Vikings guard, heading to the Panthers. I feel like the Panthers, they need line help, obviously. But I feel like they shouldn't spend money on O-line, so Dalton Risner is a not necessarily budget option, but he's not Ezra Cleveland or future guards that we're going to name Damian Lewis or Kevin Dotson. He's not going to ask for that much money. I think that's a good, more cheaper option at guard for the Panthers. Cody Whitehair, he's a guard center. He was cut by the Bears. I have him going to the Ravens. I still think Cody Whitehair's, solid, reliable. He may not be what he once was, but that was mainly a cap casualty that he got cut, I would assume. Maybe he had a down year for the Bears, but I think it was more of a cap casualty. So I think he's still good, so I think he goes to the Ravens. Next up, Robert Hunt from the Dolphins. The infamous picture of him trying to dive in for the end zone even though he was ineligible. I have him going to the Cardinals. Again, he's going to want a decent amount of money. Cardinals have a ton of cap. They could use someone for Kyler Murray. if you're going to get Kyler weapons like Marvin Harrison, you need him to have time to throw the ball to Marvin Harrison. So that's where Robert Hunt can assist in that. Then we have Kevin Zeitler, former Ravens guard, so we saw them pick up Cody Whitehair. So they do lose Kevin Zeitler, and I have him heading to the Miami Dolphins to then replace Robert Hunt. Veteran guard, can help protect Tua. And then we have Kevin Dotson of the Rams. Now he's going to want a lot of money, just like Ezra Cleveland. So I have him going to the Giants. They could use guards. I haven't had him be really big players much here. Outside of signing DeAndre Swift, I haven't really had him sign anybody else big time. So I think they'll have the money to get Kevin Dotson, really good young guard, up and coming guard from the Rams. So I think that's where he goes. Then the last guard we have is Damian Lewis from the Seahawks. I have him going to the Lions. They could use some guard help. They have great tackles, obviously. Penei Sewell, one of the best tackles in football. Frank Ragnow might still be on the team. But they could use some guards. So I'm taking Damian Lewis away from Seattle and bringing him into Detroit. And that's it for the guards. I don't have salary cap predictions here because I'm not really sure about O-line projected money. I just know some players are going to get a big time contract, so I tried to put them on teams that had money, like Ezra Cleveland and Kevin Dotson. Moving on to the centers, first we have Lloyd Cushenberry from the Broncos. Now, I know the Rams lost Kevin Dotson, who's a guard, but I'm pretty sure they still could use some interior O-line help, so I have them getting Lloyd Cushenberry. Next up is Tyler Biadasz. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I have him also leaving the Cowboys. The Cowboys lose their two main guys, Tyron Smith and Tyler Biadasz, and I have him going to the Broncos. I was thinking, do I have him go to the Chiefs as well with Zeke? But no. We're going to have him go to the Broncos. They could use some interior O-line help. They weren't able to get any of the other top guards, so I have him getting Tyler Biadasz to fill that Lloyd Cushenberry gap. And then we have Andre James of the Raiders. Now, this is where the Cowboys come in. I have the Cowboys picking up Andre James. They can't go into this O-line free agency and lose their top two guys and not bring in anybody but bring Pollard in. So I have him get Andre James from the Raiders to do his best to fill in the roles of Tyron Smith and Tyler Biadasz, even though those are not easy shoes to fill. And then our second to last center here is Connor Williams from the Dolphins. I am going to the Seahawks. Now the Seahawks lost Damian Lewis, who, yes, is a guard, but you can pick up Connor Williams in beef up that interior O-line of Seattle. And then last but not least is Aaron Brewer of the Titans. I have him going to the Bears. The Bears have a lot of money. Yes, they need to focus on, what to do at quarterback, but no matter who's there, you need to give them some protection. We gave them some weapons in Austin Eckler and Curtis Samuel. And they obviously got Cole Kmet and DJ Moore still. But you also need O-line. So we'll give them Aaron Brewer from the Titans at center. And that is going to do it for my O-line free agency prediction. Not the most exciting. It is the O-line. But I gotta get every position predicted here. So that wraps it up for the offense. And I might take a bit of a break from the free agency predictions. Maybe a mock draft coming soon. Who knows? But make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Please don't just subscribe and just miss out on all the amazing content. Get notifications. Let yourself know when a new video is posted so you don't miss out on the fresh content from Couch Casual. And let me know, what would you like to see in future videos? And that is it for me. Thank you.